I always like for this. You didn't say it.
Yeah. All that we're here to say, loving you anyway, taking it day
Well,
by
before we
day,
start, I've
taking it
got
day by way.
some happy and sad news at the same time. That song is going to be going because the new song is going on top of it.
On this song, really?
Yes.
What
For
makes you...
for the song Hidden Agenda.
You're gonna use that song? I didn't already tell you the song. Did I sing this song already?
You did not know. I found all the instrumentals and I shall be voicing.
Did you find Don't Cry My Dun 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 dun
I've
dun
got
dun.
quite a few. I do have quite a few instrumentals that you've done.
We'll have a look.
Go on, Travis. You know you've got to say something. You really want to say something. Go there, girl.
No. I'm on the calm one tonight.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, that's not
I'm
good.
just chilling.
Like liveliness.
She's vibing. She's vibing.
I am vibing. I'm vibing tonight.
And we know why you're vibing.
That's what I know. Pudding is. That's
always
all I
vibing.
know. Where's Pudding?
Vibing. Yeah.
Anyway, welcome to Family Affair podcast with Medea, Pudding, and Travesty, and of course your boy Al Stalio, the famous one.
You joker.
The soon to be the famous one. I just want to make money, man. I don't care about anything else. I just want to make some money.
In this current climate, you're hoping, ain't you? In this current climate, have you not noticed how
a lot of people making a killing at the moment?
Yeah,
well,
on certain things.
It depends what you're doing, doesn't it? Really?
No.
If you've jumped on the, well, then you're suffering. But if you've jumped on, well, yeah, probably not at the moment, but. Obviously, for the past 3 months, everybody's been suffering. But if you've jumped on the mask bandwagon, and the PPE bandwagon, I can imagine they've made a nice little profit.
Yeah,
definitely. So, I mean, not everybody's suffering. I wouldn't agree, Medea.
No, I was more talking about that the business that have all closed down because of COVID.
They were on the edge
people
anyway.
Losing their job because of COVID. I'm not on about, so there are a lot of people who are actually suffering because they went into lockdown with a job and they're going back unemployed. Basically, they're being told either redundant or there's no longer any jobs available for them. So, yes, there are people suffering.
Yeah.
So it's a sad state of affair.
Yeah,
all because the government will not admit that they've made a terrible mistake in how they've dealt with this situation.
True.
Well, we'll see.
I think, just to finish on that, that obviously when this furlough scheme ends in October, that you'll see the rise of unemployment obviously go up even more because once the employer has to take on the burden of finally paying its employee, it's going to have to rethink its business model. And then, obviously, they'll call it a restructuring. That's a nice way of saying we're getting rid of people.
Yeah.
And getting rid of the people at the top and all that. So, yeah, like Costello said, there is more to come and we'll just have to see.
Yeah, and don't forget the second wave.
Yeah, definitely.
COVID's about to come off holiday.
Well, I think you know what it is. The thing is, flu season comes around, doesn't it? That's what it is.
And that's what we're going to use.
Redressing it as flu. Yeah, when anyone has a flu, we're all going to get flu. We're all getting the flu when it's cold. Nose, cold, headaches, fever. We're all going to get that. So we're all going to have COVID, and that's all they're trying to do. They're going to make sure everybody has it, so they can bring in whatever vaccine they're trying to bring in.
Yeah,
whatever reason, or the chip or whatever it is, I don't know.
Well, it is definitely that. It's either the chip and vaccine or they're both combined. They say it's a vaccine and it's actually a chip.
No. But the thing is, they can't just chip you without you not knowing. They can't just do that.
You really think so? There's a lot of things that the government have done that we have no right to say. You know what I mean? Go on.
You think they'll just say, we're giving you this vaccine. Oh, by the way, there's a chip in there.
No, they're not going to tell you. It'll just be put in there.
What? Wait.
But you really think they're not capable of doing something like that? Are you really believing that?
I don't know.
All you've got to do is look back over history.
I know they did like experiments on the Africans and stuff. Like
exactly. So why wouldn't they do that now? What they'll do is they'll probably force this vaccine on the poor and the people who haven't got any sense and the disabled. But the people like the rich and the people who are very headstrong like yourself, they'll have a harder time doing it too, because you'll be sort of alert.
But
they will sneak it in somehow. I mean, they're using the excuse of, for instance, I can't confirm this. This is only what I've been told, that the parents that have children are going back in September. They're being forced to have a vaccine to go back.
Really?
So there's a start.
See, they got you by the balls, really, because
short and curly,
they've got because like in a way they say, okay, you can go to, you can't keep your kids off school, so they have to go. So you're forced to put the kids in school.
Yeah.
And if you say no, I'm not having a vaccine, then you're forced to keep the kids at home. But then they're going to come at the authorities are going to come to your door and say, wait, you should be taking the kids to school. So we're going to fine you now, put you in jail, or take your kids off you in worst case scenario.
Sorry, luckily, I'll tell you, in the UK at the moment, you can homeschool your children, but a lot of parents don't know how to do that. So that's how they will get them as well.
Khan Academy. I always say Khan Academy has everything you need to get your kids to a good educational level.
Yeah. But we shall see. Let's watch this space.
Yeah. Okay. So, actually, because we're in the COVID, don't we have a COVID question?
No, we did the COVID one last week, didn't we? We asked how it was, how people are jumping on the bandwagon not to do things that are proper.
Oh, okay.
Or they're sort of slacking in every way, which is what is exactly happening. It doesn't matter what form of business that's going on. They seem to be using the COVID as an excuse not to do what they're supposed to do on time. Okay. So, yeah.
Okay, does anyone want to start? Or?
Well, go on then. Please, here's the one. I like this one very much because Travesty put it in. And is it right or decent to argue with friends and family or even strangers online? Come on, Travesty, start it.
Well, first of all, I'd like to address why that title has gained some extras.
Yeah. we have to make it general.
It's been edited. Yeah. All right then. So my ideas are not good enough.
Oh, wait, I'm trying to think who would be arguing right there. Let me see where there. Who would be arguing?
I'm talking about people like trolls, for instance.
Family and friends.
No, that's why I said it, because obviously I was listening to another radio station and they were talking about this very topic, and I thought, well, that's a good topic. I wouldn't mind talking about that on, obviously, amongst the family podcast. And
now you can fall asleep, mate.
Yeah.
There might be out.
No.
night, Travesty, night.
Yeah. No. I'm nice and tucked up in my comfy space.
Yeah.
So I'll sit up. So I'm more alert.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Where was I? I've gone.
Okay, I'm gonna take the baton. I think the thing is, some people. I think the thing is that classic line of choose your battles wisely. I think you don't want to argue with everybody, but there's some people who really need to be educated, especially when you I got a guy on my website, on my Facebook, for example, and he's always posting fake news, as Donald Trump would say. Or rubbish, outlandish stories, and you're like, what the hell is this? So sometimes it's good to engage in this sort of person and say, look, man, I got some facts for you here. So you can educate them and just see if it works. Sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes these guys are just like, they don't care. They'll reject what you're trying to give to them. And they'll just be like, yeah, okay, whatever. But I think it's good to argue with some people. With your family, I think it's, I don't know, man.
I've got to be honest with you, stepping in there, I've witnessed families airing their dirty linen on social media. I've heard them, and you'll see this a lot with celebs as well. I don't know whether the celebs are doing it just to gain some sort of, I don't know, likes or be noticed more. But when I've seen it with family, I've seen family and friends airing dirty linen and actually offering to fight each other, meet up and fight. I've actually seen this on social media. And I knew that the one particular person, I messaged and I says, this is not the place to be airing your dirty linen. Because first of all, you're bringing everybody into it. You're letting everybody know what's going on in your home life. And you don't know who officially is actually listening and watching, which they do.
Agreed.
They do.
Yeah.
You know, and then it could actually bring in more problems where other family members want to get involved because they're thinking, well, this isn't right. You shouldn't be saying this. You shouldn't be doing that because you're part of our family too. You know, so it is wrong to actually sort of be arguing online. I think that's something that should be very private and off the air, definitely. Now, on the other side, what Al-Sally was saying, with people who are giving outlandish stories and you want to give them facts and the argument develops through that, healthy debate is okay. That I wouldn't class that as an argument. I'd say that's more like a healthy debate because you're sort of both trying to put your opinions across. But
isn't it always? Is it also what if it turns nasty?
That's what I was going to say.
Away from the debate.
Yes, the wars have been caused because of things like that too. You know, you just got to know when to stop and when to say, well, you know what, I'm not going to win here. Let's agree to disagree, or let me just walk away. You know, and allow them to sort of be the winners of it. Yeah. You know, so, but going on to trolls, which is more, I think I should open the door for you. You should talk more about the trolls. That is something else.
Oh, well, I haven't personally been trolled, but that is something I think happens very regularly, especially amongst the younger generation, obviously, because they're more inclined to be using social media. And what sort of confuses me is why somebody feels they have the right to be nasty or disrespectful to somebody just because of they are who like they them. Are, or how do they get this dislike to all of a sudden attack or personally attack somebody just out of nowhere? It's disgusting.
I think they're sick.
Disgusting.
They're absolutely sick.
I think it's
who's got time?
Upbringing, isn't it? It's upbringing.
Do you think?
Yeah, I think
not
it's
necessarily. Not necessarily.
I think it just because look, I got people, for example, where I work, who are just, or even I remember an ex colleague of mine, and he was just his predisposition was just hate. He just hated people. Yeah, just kill them all, just let them all die. And I met a couple of those guys in my life. So you can imagine them on the internet actually spurting their hate around. These are the sort of people I think. And then you talk to these people and say, "Why are you like that?" I don't care about anybody. And you're like, so this is your life, man. I think it's upbringing. I think there's
love.
No. Yes, that could play a part of it, but I think they're also sociopaths and psychopaths. So they're sick. They're sick. Because for you to think it's okay to go around hating everyone and spurting hate, you've got to be sick. You can't be all there. Can you think about it? That's nothing to do with upbringing. That's more to do with your mentality, the brain. You're sick.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, so but I also think that, you know, we've come a long way since computers have become very popular. And I think as soon as someone, you can always tell a troll because they'll always be spurting something to trigger something off.
Yeah.
I think that whoever's controlling it should be on the alert anyway, or they should have staff or whoever to sort of see the red flags as soon as they start and get them as soon as they start. Is it called the social media police or something? What would you call them?
I just disable them. You can disable trolls quite easily, actually, with a bit of intelligence, and give them no response mechanism, so you don't write anything where they can respond to, and then normally they'll shut up after that and they'll go and bother somebody else because they picked on the wrong guy.
There should be things like that in place already, so it stops them straight away. So, you know, that troll thing should sort of whittle its way out. The other thing is, the nasty one is that when they're bullying on cyberbullying.
Yeah.
You know, and this is usually you know, teenagers that have a hate. I don't know how they get to the stage where they can do a fake profile and cause so much damage before they're caught. I don't know why they ain't caught straight away. That I don't get.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you. I agree with you with that.
Yeah.
Obviously, we didn't grow up in a time where this happened.
Yeah.
If you got bullied, you got bullied physically and obviously.
So it was easier to get control of it.
Yeah, yeah. Because you could deal with the person direct.
Yeah,
but now you don't know who's doing it.
It's got no face in it. The bully hasn't
There's no
face anymore.
Yeah, and it's got words, and the worst thing about it is they've got more of an audience than they had before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's disgusting, really. Disgusting.
Yeah.
All right. So
I don't know.
You know, but so yes,
I think
go on.
I think it makes sense to engage in a lot of them if you can, if you've got the energy for it. I think it makes, because a lot of people say ignore them, but I always found when you try to ignore bullies, they just get louder.
Yeah.
Just get louder.
No, they get bored and they find something else to do because no one's acknowledging them and noticing them. Because remember, a bully likes attention. They like to, they like celebs and they like attention. So ignore them, they'll go away. Because if you ignore a celebrity, what would happen to them? They'd be no longer a celeb.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Ignore.
Oh, yeah, true.
I know. But yeah.
Pudding is saying, I don't know if you lot can hear me.
We can't.
I can't hear.
So tell her what
Hold
you
on, one sec.
think.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, one sec.
Pudding.
I actually done my technical work in the background. I told her to use their loudspeaker.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Oh, that's good. I don't know. There's a few.
Oh.
Hashem again.
She left the chat.
Uh-huh.
So you see, Pudding has left the chat.
She's obviously messing with the wrong buttons. She's not used to it.
She'll be back. She'll be back.
Sorry for the technical issues. She will be back in 5 minutes.
Okay, wait. Here we are. I can put some music on.
Honestly, these headphones are being dashed in a bin, man. Honestly, they're awful.
Don't you have an iPhone?
The age.
Don't you have an iPhone?
Yeah, but what they're doing, which one of our family members have mentioned, they're making some of the accessories to go with the iPhone weak, so you can keep spending money on it. That's what
I've been told. Surprise me.
You know, chargers and stuff are not as good as they used to be, and headphones aren't either.
Yeah.
Well, if you use them constantly, they're going to become weak. Unfortunately, that's what headphones do. And I've noticed when I do see you've always got them, so that's why yours are weak. And also pudding.
Can hear Dean and Maureen.
Medea, my time, please.
One person talk. One person talk at a time, please.
I'm raising my hand, guys. As an individual who's currently been promoted in a position where I have to film and supervise over individuals and my staff, I don't have time for headphones. I'm sorry.
Oh, look at you, honey. Congratulations, honey.
I'm now raising my hand quickly. I believe we have Jean and Maureen in the house. You need to remove yourself from this podcast. You don't belong in this one. You're not yet available.
What are you talking? What are you talking about?
He's finally lost it.
Did you hear the banter?
Medea's finally lost it. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you mean because they're arguing? Okay.
You weren't listening. Well, you didn't get the joke.
Okay.
The sisterly bantering.
Yeah.
It's true. Also, and I was going to say to Pudding, just to end that conversation, that I only use my headphones once a week for this podcast. So that's why they're crispy and nice. And
because
strong.
You're boring.
Crispy.
I have more than one Zoom meeting, love.
Really?
Well, let me beat you on that one then, Travesty. I never use my headphones because when I had them brand new, somebody else took them, so I never used them.
Oh, joker.
Well, have we finished with the first topic? Or would Pudding like to say anything?
Was that with the trolls?
Yeah.
Yeah, with the trolls, I find that it's it's pop culture now because it's first starting with the Callum Best era and the Jodie Marsh and the Katie Price / Jordan era. Like, that's the time where it became familiar. And like I discussed with you, Medea, 9 times out of 10, these things are an in-house job. I've been watching a lot of different programs about like politics and how they do media and stuff. Where did trolls come from? You don't start this thing out of nowhere and then automatically, it's trolling. It was known as something else before. It's involved into this because of the mass production of electronics, newspaper and magazine and stuff like that. So really and truly, this is a job that media's created.
They have, yeah.
You know what I mean? And the popular trolls was Sun newspaper. Oh, look at this person. Oh, she's pregnant. Look at her. She's fat. Well, really and truly, she's having a bloated back because she's on her cycle.
Yeah, that's why.
You know what I mean? Or a wrong angle. So that's where it comes from.
Yeah.
You know, and then people are just made it popular and do it to, you know, veer her down the road. Oh, your dog's got twist eyes or something like that. You know, and them little silly comments. You're like, what's this?
Your dog's got twisted eyes.
Yeah. I think people go too far with it online. I see some craziness.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's crazy. That is. I think you've hit the nail on the head, to be fair, there, Pudding.
Yeah.
So obviously, that's why you were late, because you were obviously doing some studying.
I did some studying.
Right. To come in the chat
I was
strong.
very much an individual that used to read magazines and stuff, and I remember a conversation. You might not remember it, Alsalia, but you say, don't read this stuff. It's poison. It's fabricated. And the day I always remember the day I stopped reading magazines and stuff was the day that I saw a Rihanna photo from 5 years ago posted in like 2015 or something like that. I'm thinking, what's this? And I stopped reading it.
Oh God.
Ridiculous.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Good.
Right.
Well, thank you. Nice strong entrance there.
Yeah.
Yes, closing that topic down so quickly. Go ahead, Alsalia. Put in the one that we think you should actually say.
Yeah, I wanted to say, because I've taken the decision to grow my hair out and then leave it out, I wanted to ask, why do our people, black people, insist on dissing each other's hair or appearance? Is it because we self-hate and enjoy pushing each other down? And what I mean by this is, like if I walk around, like my hair looks kind of raggy.
They're gonna say picky head.
Picky head or nappy head or gollywog, like a gollywog.
Yeah,
that's still a racist term. Gollywog must be.
It is indeed.
Yeah. But before, like to me, what I've noticed is because obviously I live in Germany, and the European Germans like my hair like this. They think it's nice. They actually celebrate my hair like this, and it seems to mean something
to work as well.
Yeah, it seems to mean something to them, obviously. But when I go among my own people, they'll be the first one to say, "What, do something with your hair, man? Put some juice and berries in there, or cut your head, or something." You know, they'll be
you know why that is? Because we know what its best capabilities are, and we know that you've just left it dry. You get me? It may look good to somebody who's got no experience of Afro-Caribbean hair or any tight curly hair. They might think, "Oh, look, it's a little Afro." But to us,
but why is it important to look for black people?
No, it's not about looking important. If you want to leave it ragged, still put juice and berries in it to make it look luscious and delicious.
The thing is, the problem is like a lot of black people are not blessed with. Like I must say, my hair's quite full. I think me and you got the same hair actually.
We have. It's nice and thick.
Yeah, and it's nice. But a lot of like when I'm driving around, I see a lot of like African people, like African. Like, well, that's stupid to say, but they're really African, and their heads like. Does anyone know the true? I'm sure. I think you would know the true markings for the hair grades, the grades. Like
yes, there's 4C, which is the courses.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking.
Like, that's what they say. The courses.
Yeah. Yeah, I think most of these African people I see walking around have got 4 or 5, even 5B. If there's even a 5G.
5G.
What, 5
Oh my
dry?
gosh, I haven't heard anything.
So what he's
Drive.
saying is their hair's very, very rough and very dry,
Yep.
very
Unloved.
unloved, sort
Well, I
of.
don't even-
Very
Unloved and unkept.
and
don't know if it's
what
unloved.
the British would use would be very unkempt.
Unkempt, yeah.
I would say just coarse. I'll just say
Coarse.
coarse because we don't. A lot of the time with 4C hair, and I know with my hair, it's not quite 4C, but it's a little bit 4C, I'd say.
Your
When
hair
you
is
have
not
that sort of
4C.
texture hair,
It's not
I thought it's
4C.
4P.
when you have that textured hair, you might think, oh, it's lacking moisture, but then if you put your hands in the hair, it's got a lot of moisture. In fact, that's what I find with a lot of 4C hair.
But the
Well,
thing
then the Africans have not got 4C hair because their hair is more coarser. If anybody was to see your hair, they'd laugh at you.
You're not getting it. All the hair grades is basically giving you that knowledge of how well your hair responds to the air, the water, moisture. That's all that is. That's it.
Can I ask you, Pudding, who actually made up these grades? I'd really like to know, because I bet you weren't somebody black. Even though black's my fronty, but I'd really love to know who decided we had 4
it's science, isn't it? It's science.
Yeah, I feel like it's down to biology, to be honest.
Oh my God, I can't take on no science and biology because it's not black people.
All right then, but what does 4C stand for?
Exactly.
Is it 4 course or 4 curly?
I'm going to tell you right now. Okay. It's 4A.
And anyway, going back to Pudding, I was saying that when she said when you run your hands through your hair and it's all glossy, I was thinking, that's obviously when you're running your hands through your weave.
Oh, okay, Okay, one is straight hair, and I guess you got 1A, B, and C. No, wait there. No, wait.
Oh my God, let's hear this rubbish.
Okay, yeah. So 1A would be straight, I guess. This starts on 3, but
so that's not referring to us then.
Well, the thing is, there's actually type 3 hair. So you got type 3 hair, which has type 3A hair has well-defined loopy curls. Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God,
3B curls are well-defined with less space between. Huh? What?
This is like type. This is like you got diabetes. Go on, carry on.
Types 3C hair has a defined corkscrew shape and has a smaller space between the bends in the hair strands.
Oh my God!
And obviously then you got type 4A, which has a defined curl pattern.
I'll say about ebony. A, B.
Yeah. No. I think we're more like B. Keep B. 4B's kink has a Z shape pattern and has more fluffy, cottony
mine's
appearance.
Mine's Z.
Yeah,
that's not mine.
And then 4C.
4B.
Yeah, 4C looks similar to 4B hair type, only have more tightly coiled. No product added, and first of all, it does not have a defined curly curl pattern. So
then mine turns to 4C and 4B.
Yeah, I think it's just like I said.
Let me just shut you all down there.
You know what?
My hair is just hair.
Yeah, but the thing is, I think what it comes down to is the hair. If you like, what I wanted to say about this is because black people seem to put each other down. That contributes a lot to why black people tend to put all kinds of chemicals in their hair because they feel like need to have better hair, and then in the end they end up losing their hair at like midlife,
which is what they want.
Well, I don't know if that's what they want. I mean, yeah, they don't want to
person with the hair. That's not the person with the hair. That's what society wants.
They will lose their hair.
That you lose your hair. They want everything negative towards black people, unfortunately. When have they ever wanted anything positive for black people? Think about it.
I think the evolution
really think about it.
I think that the evolution of things is that at some point women they'll tend to shorten their hair anyway. And I think that's all that happens with black women. They lose their hair and their hair's short in the end, That's all it is. So
so even that will wear a wig.
Or they wear a wig.
You know what I've noticed though? Sometimes it boils down to your hair can only grow to a certain length. And that's not just in the BAME community. That's amongst Caucasian people as well. And I've spoken to plenty of different men and women. Their hair grows a different way in a certain length, and that's just it, down to genetics.
But we was talking about black people dissing black people's hair. So how did we get to the grades and whether it's
Because
long
you just
or
asked.
short.
You just what you asked. You
No,
asked.
no. I was asking I'm saying, why has it been named? I don't agree with it. That's why I asked, because I'm saying, why all of a sudden have we got 4C4, this 4? I'm sorry, they can bugger off.
I'm going to send you.
Hair.
Because you've just been educated.
All right then. What about
ask a question?
Medea? What about this then? When you get ill, it's not flu. Then you got scurvy or something. You've got to name something. You got to look at it like that. When you get ill, you're just ill. We're not going to name it anything done.
They want to label everything.
I'm sorry, Pudding and Travesty and Alfalio. You can battle me all the way. I'm not going to agree with you. I'm not going to take on board what you and the scientists are saying about grades of hair. Because let me tell you all now, why does my hair grow? I don't know what. Listen to what I'm going to say. I don't know what grade my hair is. I don't know what grade my hair is, but
you don't need to.
You don't need to be honest.
Exactly, that's the point. Exactly.
All
you don't need to know. You just look after it the way you want.
Medea.
Holla.
All it is just so people can go, when they're going to buy their hair products, they can determine what type of hair you have for that particular
so it's all boils down to profit.
Yeah, it's all about
Medea.
They're not going to always give you what's right for your hair.
Wait,
let's just say something.
Sorry, I'm not moving on it.
Can I just say something quickly? Why have you took this in a negative way?
Yeah.
That's what I want to know.
I'm sorry. There's nothing positive about suddenly telling us, after centuries of being on this earth, what grade our hair is, to use what product on our hair that was probably not created by
it wasn't
black
created,
people.
but look.
You know, I'm on about the product. I'm on about the product.
What
the
happens
products
is
probably weren't created by black people.
It wasn't.
Have a look and see if they really did create it.
But look, if
the products that they're telling us to use.
If you want to perm your hair,
but you can get black owned made products now.
I bought Jamaican oil thingy made in Florida, I guess. So it's probably
exactly. That's all I've got to say.
Medea,
I can hear you out. Go on,
Medea. Listen to me. When it comes to my hair, yeah, you know this as well, and I don't know if you know Stalio and Travesty. When my hair fell out 8 years ago through the stress of chemicals, I went on black vlogging. Subscribe pages on YouTube and blogs and stuff, and I researched the natural authentic oils you can use, like almond oil, avocado, olive oil,
castor,
and not
black
all
oil
of them
seed.
and listen, not all of them can go in my hair. Either my scalp will be inflamed and itchy, or my hair's too brittle. That's why I go on that, and that's the positive spin for me. I know that I like using almond and not olive oil, coconut oil. They work the best in my hair.
No.
Did you just hear what you said? Almond and coconut oil, natural black things.
Yeah, that's not natural.
Let me now throw it from the next angle. Many years ago, they were promoting the Dark and Lovely hair relaxer. It was black people promoting it, black hair models, black this, black that, and guess what? It made the majority of black women lose their hair. Now, who created that load of BS?
Was it?
Exactly. So this is what I'm saying.
Wait, who was it?
I understand the point.
Yeah, who was it?
It wasn't.
Don't leave us in suspense.
Yeah.
Go and research who created Dark and Lovely, please, Alstalio, because I actually don't know the answer. But I'm just saying that I understand.
It's white owned. I think that's actually white owned. That might be, to be honest.
That's exactly. This is what I'm trying. If you allow me to speak, all I'm trying to say is I understand the point you were trying to make regarding hair. Suddenly, in the grades of your hair, but you must also look at why has this suddenly come about, and why are they telling you what you should be putting in your hair? And you can guarantee most of the people who are creating it are people who have our hair.
You're looking at it. Medea, you're looking at it completely wrong in my eyes. I'm not on about race. You can go on Google or whatever and type in, for example, I want to get dreads, for example. You want to get dreads. Black Rastafarians in Jamaica that do products. It'll come up and you can get it from them and get it shipped here. The the tax and the VAT might be high, but you can get
but
shipped here. That's what I did.
Pudding,
Really?
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah, I've got vegan products on my face, man. Go for it. Florida, Atlanta.
Pudding, I understand where you're coming from, but I'm going to be real with you. The majority of women and men will go to beauty queens. They're going to just go there because they think the products in there are going to do their hair the best. So
there's nothing wrong with that, though.
No, there's nothing wrong with it. But when your hair drops out, you know what I mean?
But you're not looking at it from the angle I'm looking at. You can read what's on the back. Did you know when you get what was it I used to buy? Almond oil. It's actually made in West Brom, so you can get local stuff that's not been shipped over and not been tampered with. And if it's tampered with, you can report them. There's even information on how to do that, and you will know it's tampered because you can make comparisons.
Do you really believe the majority of black people are going into, as I say, beauty queens or queen beauties or whatever?
Madea, you know this already.
Going in there, listen. They're going in there and they're saying, "Oh, I need this for my hair and I need that for my hair. It's got to be what's got to work for my hair." Do you really think they're considering all that when they're going to buy it? Because I really don't think they are. So that's what I'm saying.
Of course not. You can make your own stuff as well. I used to make my own stuff.
You are one in a few. You have to accept it, Pudding. You're one in a few.
But do you really know that, though? Have you done a survey to find out that?
Yeah, that's true.
I'll tell you why I know that.
I think you got to do the research.
You see on my page, the natural life is booming. It really is. Everyone's always sending me stuff off from black owned companies, natural stuff. They show me the back of it. They've made it in their kitchens and stuff. It's really good.
I hope it's certified.
Definitely. They've put that they've got to level this and level that. Anyway.
Oh. Yeah, but you still need certificates and stuff to be able to sell things to go on people's bodies and stuff. Oh, cool. That's fine.
Like, I'm not sure exactly who owns Dark and Lovely, but it's Soft Sheen and Carson. I'm guessing that is an American. It's at least in a laboratory. Research African hair. I can't seem to find who. Wait, I can probably find this.
They say there's a saying, isn't there? I don't know if I'm right saying the saying. They say, if you look for it, you'll find it. Like, there's a nice fancier way of saying that. Whereas I'm one of them people. I was looking for something quite natural, and I found beyond that. I found vegan products, but I feel bad because I feel like I'm using vegan products on my hair and my skin, and I should really be vegan as well to top it off to help everything. Like 100%. You know what I mean?
Well, you know what? Doing that alone will help your hair and nails grow. You know what I mean? But having obviously everything nice and balanced will help all that because your body will thrive. But you know what? Going back to black-owned enterprise, I'm involved in one on my page on Facebook, and they're always advertising lots of different black hair products, what they've created. Loads, absolutely loads. There's everything, you can get everything. Black businesses, there's loads. Anything you want to do, from a solicitor to a dentist to a baker to somebody who will rebuild your house for you. It's crazy. So
you'll have to let me know when you find somebody who can build my house for me.
You need the land, get the land, and that's on.
We should just go and claim a land like they used to do in the old days. You just claim that land and say, "Can you build me something on this?"
Okay. Let's show you all my stuff.
So we still never got to the point of why black love to diss black.
Okay. Wait. Before we start, okay. Soft Sheen and Carson, which also owns Dark and Lovely, while Soft Sheen was founded in 1964 by a black family, Edward and Betty-Ann Gardner. It was acquired by L'Oreal, so it started off originally as a black-owned hair care product, but got sold. Obviously, the big guys came in L'Oreal and bought it, but it still kept the original name. So I don't know if that comes under officially black-owned. But yep, there you go, debunked.
Well, it turned out to be very negative anyway. So
what are you talking about? The thing is, it started off. It was because of black people is why it started off. So even if it fell into hands of like, in the end, the rich people are going to come and buy it anyway. And in the end, it's good, and they're going to put their spin on it. So yeah, it started off as a black-owned thing, but then Yeah, and it went off. Yeah.
Just while we're on that subject, because of what you just said, before I forget, that just sparks me off to just question about this Black Lives Matter movement.
Oh, okay.
Now, I don't believe that's owned by black people either, and I don't care who's offended by it. I don't think it is owned by them, because at the end of the day, just like you said, black people did this dark and lovely, and then in came L'Oreal and took it away. Black Lives Matter probably did start off with black people, but you can guarantee for it to grow, somebody white would have come in and swept it up.
You know,
you really believe that it's owned proper by black people?
The thing is, what I think is what's happened is, and this is what we was I was looking at a comment on Twitter the other day, and they were talking about there was obviously a black guy who was like, "See, this is what you're saying, man. We can't have these guys who Black Lives Matter because they're lesbians and blah blah." And I was like, you know what? To me, yeah, but this is what I'm saying. But the thing is, you got your own black people debunking the movement now.
Yeah, no, this is exactly what I was going to bring.
This is our problem. This is our problem. See, the thing, I see Black Lives Matter means something completely different for me than it does for probably somebody else. Like, all black people, we got a chance now. We got a chance to rise up and talk. Anyone else who thinks it's a covert mission to divide the Republicans and the Democrats and America, that's all rubbish. To me, I'm not trying to fight. I'm not trying to fight white people. I'm trying to get fairness for everybody. By letting people know that black people are here. We're here and we want to be part of the party and not just guys knocked out the door.
Unfortunately, me and someone was talking about this yesterday, and we were talking that we didn't support Black Lives Matter anymore, because the same people who were protesting for Black Lives Matter are the same very people who are going back and doing things what you've just said, and going the same day and going beating up their own or killing their own. So I don't
don't get lost in that. The thing is, look, black people live among black people. So of course, and they're doing there's drugs and gangs and stuff. So of course they're going to kill each other.
Exactly.
White people live among white people.
So
and they kill each other.
No,
don't get lost in that idea. Because in Africa, black people kill black people. Because black people are not all perfect. They're stupid too. You know, they're stupid, just like white people. White people in Russia kill other white people. White people in Germany, they kill other white people. This is something that happens. Humans amongst humans. You know, when lions meet in the wild, they fight and one dies sometimes. So,
well, to be honest, I no longer support it because I don't see any progress going on. It isn't any different from the Black Panther.
They have a different.
Me, it's no different.
The Black Panthers was look. Just let it have its own meaning to you. Don't be lost in all this idea that.
Then Alstalio, I'm telling you what it means to me. Jack SH deep deep. That's what it means to me, because I've not seen no progress. All of a sudden, it's gone quiet. They're not trying to carry it on, and this is why we lose out, because no one continues the mission. They've gone quiet. They've made the noise with George Floyd, and then they all went quiet.
They're not gone quiet.
No, they haven't.
It's not gone quiet.
No, because Unite done a talk the other day on Facebook Live, and it was on the what they were doing to be involved in the Black Lives Matter movement. And I was obviously supposed to be one of the speakers on the table, but unfortunately I had to have other engagements that I wasn't able to get there due to family circumstances. But it's still there in the background, and they want to keep driving it.
The operative word.
No, they don't want it to die down. They want it to keep rolling on, so people ain't forgetting. And I've noticed, me personally, by watching TV and certain things, that they have started to push a lot of the BAME community forward in what you're seeing on TV, because there's a lot of adverts on ITV for, is it Black Voices? Log on to ITV and you can listen to it, and they're speaking about their experiences and stuff. And then there's just there was another thing I seen where it was black short video films or something, what's coming on soon, and I was like, oh, all right then. I said about time. So obviously all these big establishments are trying to make the change because they want to hopefully see the change as well and be part of the change.
I want to see the change.
So yeah, definitely.
Okay, good. I think we can call it a wrap there, and then we'll do the next topic next week because it's gone a little bit longer now, and we should at some point call it. Wait, I gotta put the music on. Oh, so I sent you a list anyway of all the black companies actually I'm gonna owned by black hair products owned by black companies. I'm just gonna run off a couple, just so you can. Just something that jump out to me. Okay, there's going from the top. Diva by Cindy, black owned. www.divabycindy.com. Ear Tones Naturals, looks nice, by a woman called Susan Walker. earthtonesnaturals.com. Eden Bodyworks, that's edenbodyworks.com by Jasmine Lawrence. Free Beauty by Selena M. shopfreebeauty.com. These are all black owned hair care products, and I would definitely advocate going to these guys. There's a lovely lady called Karen here, Karen Tappin. I guess this is a picture. There's karensbodybeautiful.com. So there's definitely a lot for people to like me. I'm definitely gonna look for these places next time I need something for my hair. Might take a little bit longer to come because I guess it's all in America, but who cares?
As long as you get it.
Yeah, My Honey Child is too, and Krika Bradshaw, myhoneychild.com. Nice. And Naturalicious by Gwen Jemiri. I don't know. Naturalicious.net. Yeah. So definitely have a look there. Oh, there's one last one. Missouri. It's always hard with the NZURI. And that's hairvitaminstore.com by a woman called Leola Anifowashi. I probably botched my name. I apologize. Anyway, guys, let's go around the table. Travis, you guys today? Me sleepy?
Yeah. You left me at the podcast about 10 minutes.
Oh.
I was there waiting, just looking at my phone like a shadow.
Really? Sorry, man.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't see it, man.
I caught myself out by mistake.
Okay. Next time, just send a message straight away. It's better. So
Definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you
want to say something?
No, that was it.
No, that's it. Pudding?
I think this is a saying. If you shall seek, you shall find. I've got the prize, Medea.
And I've got one to follow that.
It goes
you know what? I'm going to do a stay tonight.
And you'll find what you're not looking for.
But what I was going to add to that,
Sorry.
Al Stalio is living proof of that. He was looking for some natural hair products and he found them.
Yeah. And I was
black owned.
Yeah.
You
black owned.
actually taken my words from me because I've always said that. Ye shall find.
Then seek them, Medea. Don't
Hang on. I don't need to seek for things I'm not interested in, and I'm not interested in black hair products.
You just want us to seek for you anyway.
She was a video ago. She was fighting. I thought she was going to make her own products. Go stand outside the beauty queen to the side. Holy hell.
Not me.
Dude,
I'm quite content with my own hair. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
On that note, guys, keep listening to a Family Affair podcast, anything Blackopolypse, and we'll see you guys next week.
Okay,
Yeah.
Bye.
Peace to the arm.
Taking it day by day.